How you doing? Mike here with B&B Credit Builders. I want to go over a topic today, and I want to call this "What Good Credit Can Do for You." And I really want to discuss how credit is viewed these days, because we take in a lot of clients, and the overwhelming theme that we get from a lot of these clients are they were taught and they were told when they were growing up that credit is bad for you. And I was taught the same thing when I was young. I was told to never use credit cards and to rip up your credit cards and throw them away. But when you think about that, why would you do that? If I had a $10,000 credit card in the back of my pocket, well, obviously, if I wasn't responsible or not, if I wasn't disciplined, and I maxed that $10,000 credit card out and wasn't able to pay it, I mean, that's the only reason that you would cut up the credit card and throw it out. But the problem is not the credit card, right? The problem is undisciplined, spending is what it comes down to. And our mission here at B&B Credit Builders is to teach people financial literacy and understanding how credit works and how it can work for you. The beliefs that we were instilled when we were growing up, like my grandparents and my parents, they told me not to use credit. But I want you to understand that it doesn't mean it's right. They were not right. In this day and age, you can't live without credit. Nobody can buy a house with cash. Like my grandfather, he built a house all by himself, saved up money and built a house. But that stuff just doesn't happen today. I can't remember hearing from any one of my friends or family members that they ever just went out and bought a car with cash. We need credit today. And at B&B Credit Builders, we focus on helping people repair their credit and build their credit, more importantly. So what I'm going to do is, there are other companies out here. I'd like to show my personal credit report, because there are people out there that I see on Facebook and I see on the internet, and they talk about, how to build credit, but they're never, what I never see is I never see their credit report. Do they actually know what they're talking about? And so this is my personal credit report. I'm going to pull up here. I pulled it on January 30th. And you can see here my scores, 789, 797, and 806. And when the minimum credit scores we talked about before in previous videos is 300, and the highest credit score is 850. So I'm going to tell you right now, a 740 credit score is just as good as an 850. Okay, because 740 is tier 1. If you can go to the bank and apply for your installment loan, or your whatever, you want to buy a motorcycle or your house, if you have a 740, you're going to be in the top tier, and you're going to get the best interest rates. In fact, I'm going to tell you 740 is probably better than an 850, because I don't know if it's ever happened to any of you, but if your credit score is too good, you will get denied for credit, because they do the calculation, the banks, and they realize they can't make any money off of you. And that has happened before. But on your credit report, I want everybody to understand that this credit report does not belong to you. If it was your credit report, you wouldn't have to pay money to view it. The credit report belongs to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And basically, this is just it's kind of like it's like your resume. It's like, you go out and apply for credit, and all the creditors, they report on the credit report of how good you are. So if you ever go out and you ever needed to pull a new credit report, they're going to pull it and they're going to say, well, how good is this person with credit? And there's 3 types of credit. There's real estate, there's installment loans, and there's credit cards. And credit cards are the foundation block to building good credit. So, one thing that we preach, and I'm going to go over more videos, is people that use debit cards. It's honestly the silliest thing you could ever do. A debit card does not help you build your credit in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't matter if it says Visa or MasterCard on it. And also, a debit card is the link to your checking account. Okay? So every time you use your debit card, you're putting your checking account in jeopardy of getting hacked. It's happened to me 4 times in the last year where I've had a credit card or a debit card hacked by these skimmers at the gas pumps and things like that. You should never, ever use a debit card. You need to be using credit cards. But, when you look at a credit report and when you start to get credit scores up around this range, all right, this is what's going to start happening for you. I'm just going to show a couple things. I mean, I get these all day in the mail. And this is from Prosper, and they're trying to give me $35,000 right here, as you can see. I get, this is, I believe, a Barclays card. They're trying to give me 0% interest for a year and a half here. I got a second one, the same one. I've got Capital One here trying to loan me money for 2% a fee and then 0% interest for 12 months. And it goes on and on. And here's a Select. Here's Select. They're trying to give me up to $250,000. Now, of course, that's a pre-qualification, so they're saying that I'm pre-qualified for an amount. It may not be $250,000, but this is what good credit can do for you. So, and if you don't have a good credit score, honestly, you're paying more than I pay. You pay more for your car. We could buy the same car and you pay more. You could buy a house. We could buy a house similar to each other and you would pay more because I have good credit. So it's very important that you build good credit. And the difference between cash versus credit cards is simple. Every time you use a credit card, now I never pay interest on credit cards. So understand, I'm not suggesting that you do that. I use credit cards to build a good credit, and I get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars back from using credit cards every month, and I pay them off. I don't pay any interest. But here at BNB Financials, and BNB Credit Builders, we help people, build their credit and repair the credit. As I said, if you have student loans, federal student loans or private student loans, if you have any credit card debt, if you have anything, any collection or anything on your credit report that needs repaired, we focus a lot on building credit. If you've got students that are just graduating high school, if you've got young adults, once they hit 18, they should start building their credit so they're prepared when they turn age 25, 26. They're prepared to buy their house, and they don't have to ask someone to co-sign for them. And also, if you own a business out there, we focus on building business credit. It's a whole other category where you can build business credit instead of making your personal credit score for all of your business purchases. We help people in all those situations. We help people build credit. So I'm going to be doing some future videos. If you like this video, please give a like on the page. And any feedback, any questions or anything, you can call the office at any time, 814-898-1991. And have a great day.